Have you ever felt like your dreams were too big to achieve? Like no matter how hard you tried, something always held you back? Meet Alex, a 24-year-old from a small village who turned his self-doubt into a best-selling book. But it all started with one simple step. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll learn how to take that first step toward your own dreams no matter how impossible they seem. Alex grew up in a quiet village surrounded by forests. The village was picturesque, with cobblestone streets, quaint cottages, and a close-knit community. But for Alex, it felt like a cage. He dreamed of becoming a writer, of sharing stories that would inspire people around the world. Every night, he would sit by the fireplace, staring at a blank notebook, his mind filled with ideas, but his hand frozen by fear. What if I'm not good enough? He thought. What if people laugh at me? Alex's family was simple but loving. His father, a carpenter, spent his days crafting furniture for the villagers, while his mother worked as a teacher at the local school. They didn't have much, but they always encouraged Alex to follow his heart. One evening, as Alex sat by the fire, his father noticed his son's frustration. "What's troubling you, Alex?" he asked. Alex sighed. "I want to write, Dad. I want to tell stories that matter, but every time I try, I feel like I'm not good enough." His father smiled and placed a hand on his shoulder. "Alex, every masterpiece begins with a single word. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, even if it's small." Those words struck a chord with Alex. That night, he picked up his pen and wrote his first story, a simple tale about the beauty of his village and the kindness of its people. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. The next morning, Alex felt a sense of pride he hadn't felt in years. He had taken the first step, but the journey was far from easy. Alex decided to share his story with the village librarian, Mrs. Thompson, who was known for her love of books. She read it carefully, her eyes scanning each line. When she finished, she looked at Alex and said, "This is wonderful, Alex. You have a gift for storytelling. Why don't you share it with others?" Encouraged by her words, Alex started a small blog where he posted his stories. At first, only a handful of people read them, mostly friends and family. But Alex didn't give up. He wrote every day, pouring his heart into each word. Slowly, his audience began to grow. People from other villages started following his blog, and some even shared how his stories inspired them. However, success didn't come without challenges. One day, a harsh comment appeared on his blog. "Your stories are boring. Give up." Alex felt crushed. He stared at the screen, his heart pounding. For a moment, he thought about quitting. But then he remembered his father's advice. Every masterpiece begins with a single word. Instead of giving up, Alex used the criticism to improve. He started experimenting with different writing styles and themes. He began interviewing villagers, turning their life stories into captivating tales. His blog became a platform for sharing the voices of ordinary people with extraordinary experiences. Slowly but surely, his audience grew. Thousands of people were now reading his work, and Alex felt a sense of accomplishment he had never known. But the real turning point came when a publisher reached out to him. "We love your stories, Alex," the email read. "We'd like to turn them into a book." Alex couldn't believe it. His dream was coming true. When the book was published, it became a bestseller, and Alex was invited to speak at events across the country. He stood on stages, sharing his journey and inspiring others to chase their dreams. Despite his success, Alex never forgot his roots. He returned to his village and started a writing workshop for young people. He wanted to show them that no dream is too big and no beginning is too small. "Every journey begins with a single step," he told them. "Take that step today." Alex's story teaches us several important lessons. First, every masterpiece begins with a single word. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now, even if it's small. Second, criticism is not the end. It's an opportunity to grow. Use it as a tool to improve and become better. Third, believe in yourself. Self-doubt is natural, but it shouldn't stop you from pursuing your dreams. And finally, give back. Success is sweeter when you help others achieve their dreams. So, what's your dream? What's that one thing you've been putting off because it feels too big or too hard? Remember, every journey begins with a single step. Take that step today. Write that first sentence, start that small project, or take that first class. And if you're ready to begin, hit the like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what your first step will be. Let's inspire each other to take action. Thank you for watching Alex's story. If this video inspired you, share it with someone who needs a little push to start their own journey. Remember, the courage to begin is all you need to change your life. See you in the next video.